Chosen one, if you're watching this video now, know that it's not by chance. There's a divine purpose in this exact moment. A greater force has guided your eyes here, because the time for your great transformation has come. What I'm about to share with you will completely change your life, but only if you're ready to receive it. The message I bring today is urgent and powerful. Your heart needs to align with God now. Not tomorrow, not later. Now. Because when this divine alignment happens, heaven's floodgates open and abundance begins to flow endlessly in every area of your life. Have you been facing blockages, closed doors, scarcity? Know that all this is about to change. The universe is moving in your favor at this very moment. The abundance that seemed so distant is already manifesting in your reality. Your life of struggles is transforming into a testimony of victory. This is a decisive moment, a turning point, a moment of divine breakthrough that will unlock everything that was prevented from flowing to you. But you need to stay until the end of this message. Every word here was divinely inspired to break the invisible barriers that have been blocking your miracles. Before we dive into this powerful revelation, pause this video right now and do 3 things. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel to help us reach more chosen ones like you, and leave the word flow in the comments. This word will activate a divine frequency that will amplify the energy of this message in your life. Now get ready. What you're about to hear will completely change your story. Scarcity is over. The divine turnaround has already begun, and nothing and no one can prevent what God has prepared for you. Chosen one, the truth that few understand is that the key to a life of abundance was never in human effort. It was never about working more, struggling more, or wearing yourself out more. The true key has always been in spiritual alignment. When your heart aligns perfectly with heaven, miracles descend without any blockage. What is this alignment? It's when your essence vibrates at the same frequency as the divine. It's when your thoughts, your words, and your actions reflect the higher will. It's when you become a clean, unobstructed channel for blessings to flow freely. Many are fighting, striving, and still not seeing results. Do you know why? Because they're operating out of alignment. It's like driving a car with misaligned wheels. No matter how powerful the engine, no matter how much you accelerate, the vehicle will always pull to the wrong side, consuming more energy and producing less result. This is the moment to adjust your spiritual alignment. And when that happens, everything changes instantly. The struggles cease, the blockages dissolve, the resistance disappears. It's like swimming with the current instead of against it. Life begins to flow with an ease that previously seemed impossible. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract abundance without apparent effort? Why certain people manifest prosperity while others, even working tirelessly, remain in scarcity? The difference isn't in physical effort. It's in spiritual alignment. When you align with God, all the forces of the universe begin to work in your favor. It's not coincidence. It's spiritual law. It's divine principle. Heaven recognizes who is in tune with its purposes and pours out blessings without measure. This alignment isn't complicated, but it requires intention. It requires an open and receptive heart. It requires you to abandon old thought patterns and open yourself to a new level of spiritual consciousness. When you do this, the transformation is instant. Imagine yourself as an antenna. If misaligned, you pick up only noise and interference. But when perfectly aligned, you receive the signal with crystal clarity. The same happens with your spirit. When aligned with God, you precisely capture divine guidance, celestial opportunities, and abundant blessings that were always available, but that you couldn't access. This divine alignment affects all areas of your life simultaneously. Your health balances, your relationships harmonize, your finances multiply, your inner peace stabilizes. All this happens not because you're trying harder, but because you're finally allowing divine energy to flow without obstructions. Alignment is the secret to the miracles you've been seeking. It's the element that was missing in your spiritual journey. It's the component that transforms effort into grace, that converts struggle into flow. Many look for complicated formulas for success, when the truth has always been in the simplicity of alignment. When you align with God, you connect to the infinite source. And what is infinite can never be depleted, can never fail, can never disappoint. The scarcity you've experienced until today was just a symptom of misalignment. It wasn't your destiny. It wasn't your sentence. It was simply an indicator that something needed to be adjusted on the spiritual plane. And that adjustment is happening now as you receive this message. You were chosen for a life of limitless abundance. You were selected to manifest prosperity in all areas. You were designated to be a channel of unceasing blessings. But all this can only flow when there is alignment. At this exact moment, as these words resonate in your being, a divine realignment is happening. Can you feel it? It's a sensation of peace, a sensation that everything is finally falling into place, a sensation that the universe is conspiring in your favor. It's not imagination, it's spiritual reality manifesting. The key has always been within your reach. Spiritual alignment is the door to all the miracles you've ever dreamed of, and that door is opening now before you. Enter, receive, allow the divine connection to establish itself in fullness. The life you've always desired is just beginning. What you need to understand today with complete clarity is that aligning with God is like opening a dam. All the abundance that was dammed up, contained, blocked, now begins to flow without interruption. The peace that seemed distant, the direction you desperately sought, the resources that seemed unreachable, all of this is being released now. The divine unlocking is real and is happening in your life. Those doors that remained closed for so long, they're being opened. Those paths that seemed blocked, they're being cleared. Those blessings that seemed reserved for others, they're being released for you. Alignment is the key that unlocks all celestial treasures. When your heart is in perfect tune with the divine, nothing can remain blocked. It's a spiritual law. It's an immutable principle. Where there is alignment, there is unlocking. Many have lived as if there were an invisible barrier between them and their miracles. Have you felt this? As if there were a glass wall. You can see the abundance on the other side, but you can't reach it, you can't touch it, you can't experience it. This happens because there was a misalignment. But now, everything is changing. The alignment occurring in your being is melting this invisible barrier. It's dissolving this glass wall. It's breaking all the chains that limited the flow of prosperity in your life. And when this happens, abundance flows naturally, like water that finally finds its way after being dammed up for a long time. The divine unlocking isn't just about material goods. It's about a fullness in all dimensions of your existence. It's about relationships that harmonize. It's about purpose that clarifies. It's about health that restores. It's about mental peace that establishes. It's about the fulfillment of dreams that seemed impossible. When you align, something magical happens. Blockages transform into passages. Obstacles become steps. Difficulties convert into opportunities. Everything changes perspective because your spirit is finally in tune with the divine frequency. Many have prayed for miracles, but don't realize that the greatest miracle is alignment. Because when it happens, all other miracles flow naturally. It's like flipping a switch. Suddenly, everything is illuminated. You don't need to beg for light after the switch has been turned on. It simply flows as a natural consequence. The unlocking happening in your life isn't temporary. It's not a passing moment of luck. It's a fundamental change in your spiritual reality. It's a new state of being that will continuously attract abundance, as long as you maintain the alignment. Visualize this moment. Imagine a giant dam containing powerful waters dammed up for years. Now imagine the floodgates being opened. The power of that flowing water is impressive, irresistible, transformative. This is exactly what's happening in the spiritual realm with your blessings. The divine unlocking releases a power that nothing can contain. Your resources were dammed up, not absent. Your opportunities were blocked, not non-existent. Your miracles were withheld, not denied. And now, with the correct alignment, all this is being released at once. It's a moment of overflow. The universe conspires in favor of those who are aligned. It's not coincidence. It's not luck. It's the manifestation of a spiritual law that few understand, but that you, chosen one, are learning to master now. Synchronicities will increase in your life. Divine coincidences will multiply. You'll be in the right place at the right time with the right people. This isn't chance. It's the direct result of the spiritual alignment happening now. Where there is alignment, there is unlocking. This truth is transforming your life right now. The floodgates have been opened. Abundance is flowing. Nothing will be as before because the blockage has been removed. Resistance has disappeared. The divine flow is restored. Feel the change. Notice the movement. Recognize the flow. It's happening now as you absorb these words. The unlocking isn't just a promise for the future. It's a present reality that's already manifesting in every area of your life. Allow yourself to receive this unlocking. Open your heart to this renewed flow. Abundance is reaching you from all directions, through channels you never imagined possible. This is the power of divine alignment. This is the miracle of celestial unlocking. Chosen one, when your heart is truly aligned with the divine, something extraordinary happens. You begin to recognize God's voice with crystal clarity. This isn't just any voice. It's the voice that transforms destinies. It's the voice that opens doors where there weren't even walls. It's the voice that multiplies bread when everything indicates scarcity. This divine voice, which many desperately seek but few can discern, becomes your daily companion when alignment is established. It's no longer a distant whisper that you doubt having heard. It becomes clear, precise, and unequivocal guidance that directs every step of your path. And most powerfully, this voice always directs you to opportunities that multiply your life. It never leads you to dead ends, never guides you to relationships that diminish you, never pushes you toward decisions that impoverish you. The divine voice always guides you to expansion, to growth, to abundance. Many are those who make decisions based on wrong voices. The voice of fear, the voice of doubt, the voice of past limitations, the voice of others' opinions. These voices invariably lead to paths of scarcity and frustration. But when spiritual alignment happens, you develop supernatural discernment. You instantly recognize the difference between the divine voice and all other voices. Timing is as important as content. Hearing the right voice at the right time. This is the secret to decisions that produce miracles. How many times have you missed opportunities, not because they didn't exist, but because you weren't tuned to hear them at the exact moment they arose? Alignment corrects this. It sharpens your spiritual perception and tunes your being to capture divine guidance exactly when you need it most. Imagine a radio. When you precisely adjust the frequency, the transmission becomes crystal clear without interference. The same happens with your spirit. When aligned, you perfectly capture divine transmissions without noise or distortion. Each instruction, each direction, each revelation arrives with absolute clarity. This is the moment for you to tune into the correct frequency. The divine guidance you'll receive in the coming days will completely change the course of your life. Connections that seemed impossible will be established. Opportunities you never dreamed of will appear before you. Decisions that previously seemed complex will become as clear as day. The divine voice rarely shouts. It doesn't need to. When you're aligned, even the softest celestial whisper resonates powerfully in your spirit. You'll capture nuances that others miss. You'll notice signs that go unnoticed. You'll receive insights that will transform your reality. This ability to correctly hear the divine voice is what separates those who live in abundance from those who remain in scarcity. It's not luck. It's not privilege. It's alignment. When you're tuned to the celestial frequency, each instruction you receive exponentially brings you closer to your miracles. Many people are asking God for direction but aren't positioned to hear the answer. It's like making a phone call but not putting the phone to your ear. The message is being transmitted but isn't being received. Alignment puts the spiritual phone in the correct position. You don't just talk to God, you begin to hear Him with a clarity that will transform your existence. The divine voice will lead you to divine connections. People you need to meet will appear in your path, not by coincidence, but by celestial direction. These connections will be bridges to the next level of your life. They'll be strategic relationships that will open doors that have been closed for years. The right voice at the right time will also guide you to decisions that multiply resources. Financial moves that others would consider risky, you'll recognize as divine. Investments that would seem illogical to the natural mind, you'll perceive as supernaturally guided. And when you act according to this guidance, you'll see multiplication happen before your eyes. Imagine being at a crossroads with dozens of possible paths. How to know which to choose? One who is misaligned can spend days, months, even years paralyzed by indecision. But you, who are aligned, will hear with clarity, "This is the way, walk in it." The divine voice eliminates confusion and establishes clear direction. This voice will guide you to unexplored territories, to opportunities you didn't even know existed, to innovative ideas that will transform your financial reality, to relationships that will elevate your spirit to levels never before imagined. Your spiritual sensitivity is being elevated at this exact moment. As these words resonate in your being, your spiritual ears are being tuned. The channel is being cleaned. Interferences are being removed. You're being prepared to hear with perfection each divine instruction in the coming days. Decisions that previously paralyzed you will now be made with unshakable confidence. Because you will no longer be deciding alone. You'll be following the perfect guidance of the voice that never errs, that never leads you to failure, that always directs you to full abundance. This is your moment of divine tuning, of perfect alignment, of crystal clear connection. From now on, each step will be guided, each decision will be inspired, each movement will be divinely orchestrated, and the result will be a cascade of miracles that will transform every area of your life. It's not a common faith which wavers before circumstances. It's not a fragile faith which is shaken by the winds of adversity. It's an unshakable, unbreakable, unstoppable faith. A faith that literally attracts heaven to your reality. This transformative faith makes the invisible become visible. What you previously only imagined now begins to materialize before your eyes. What was just a distant dream now takes shape in your tangible reality. This is the faith that moves mountains, not metaphorically, but literally. Mountains of debt, mountains of illnesses, mountains of broken relationships, mountains of blocked opportunities, all begin to move when this faith is activated. The supernatural invades your routine. Divine coincidences multiply. Celestial synchronicities become your new normal. You begin to see God's hand acting in every detail of your life, from the smallest to the greatest things. The extraordinary becomes ordinary. The impossible becomes everyday. This faith that attracts heaven isn't based on human effort. It's not something you produce through techniques or methods. It emerges naturally from alignment. When your heart is perfectly tuned to the divine, this faith springs forth like an inexhaustible fountain, refreshing every area of your existence. Many confuse faith with positive thinking, but the faith we're talking about goes far beyond optimism. It's a deep conviction, an unshakable certainty, an absolute confidence that the invisible is manifesting even before you see the first signs. It's knowing, in the deepest part of your being, that the solution has already been released, even when the problem still seems insurmountable. Spiritual alignment removes all barriers that prevented your faith from operating in fullness. Doubts dissipate, fears fade away, mental limitations break. What remains is a pure, potent, transformative faith, a faith that literally bends heaven in your direction. Have you ever wondered why some people constantly witness miracles while others, equally devout, rarely experience the supernatural? The difference isn't in the intensity of the search or the volume of prayers. It's in alignment. The faith that attracts heaven only operates in its fullness when there's perfect harmony with the divine. This aligned faith isn't passive. It's not about waiting for things to happen magically. It's a faith that inspires divinely guided action. You'll know exactly when to move, when to speak, when to act, and each movement will be supernaturally productive, multiplying results in ways that defy logic. Visualize this. Your faith is like a spiritual magnet. When activated by alignment, this magnet becomes incredibly powerful, literally attracting blessings, opportunities, healing, provisions, and miracles to your life. Heaven responds to the magnetism of this aligned faith, pouring resources where there was once scarcity. The transformation has already begun. You're already feeling this faith grow within you. The alignment happening at this moment is removing layers of doubt and uncertainty, revealing a pure faith that was always there, just waiting to be released in its fullness. With this faith activated, you'll begin to speak and things will happen. You'll declare and see manifestations. You'll decree and witness creations. Your vocabulary will change from "I hope it happens" to "I know it's already reality." And this change in language will reflect the profound transformation of your faith. Miracles you don't even dare to ask for will begin to happen. Blessings that exceed your expectations will appear in your path. Doors you didn't even know existed will open before you. This is the reality of one who operates with the faith that attracts heaven. Remember, this faith isn't based on visible circumstances. It sees beyond the veil of natural reality and operates based on a supernatural certainty. When everything indicates failure, this faith sees success. When everything points to defeat, this faith celebrates victory. When everything suggests scarcity, this faith manifests abundance. The invisible will become visible through this aligned faith. Resources that seem not to exist will emerge from unexpected places. People you didn't know will enter your life at the perfect moment. Opportunities that seemed impossible will materialize before your eyes. The supernatural will become your new normal. Nothing will be as before. This faith that attracts heaven will completely transform your reality. The limits that previously seemed definitive will now be revealed as illusory. The barriers that seemed insurmountable will be exposed as temporary. A new world of infinite possibilities will open before you. This faith that emerges from alignment knows no limits. It doesn't recognize impossibilities. It doesn't accept defeats. It's a faith that continues advancing, continues declaring, continues manifesting, even when all external signs suggest otherwise. And that's exactly why it attracts heaven, because it operates not according to earthly rules, but according to celestial principles. Chosen one, a profound transformation is about to occur in your life. When you truly align with God, something extraordinary happens. Your atmosphere completely changes, and it's not just an inner change, it's a tangible, palpable transformation that affects everything and everyone around you. Doors that previously remained stubbornly closed begin to open unexpectedly. It's not coincidence, it's not luck. It's the direct result of your divine alignment. When you're in tune with heaven, the universe itself reorganizes to create paths where before there were only walls. The right people begin to enter your life as if magnetically attracted. Connections you sought for years arise naturally, effortlessly. Strategic relationships establish themselves, bringing opportunities you never imagined possible. Again, it's not chance. It's a consequence of your spiritual alignment. The atmosphere around you literally begins to vibrate prosperity. It's as if there's a frequency of abundance emanating from you, affecting everything you touch. Projects that were previously stagnant suddenly come to life. Businesses that faced resistance begin to flow with surprising ease. Talents that were dormant awaken with renewed strength. This change in atmosphere is so powerful that even people who live with you will benefit. Your family will experience unexpected blessings. Your friends will notice positive transformations in their own lives. Your colleagues will perceive a more harmonious and productive environment. You'll become a catalyst for prosperity for everyone around you. Many seek to change environments to find better opportunities, without realizing that true transformation doesn't come from outside in, but from inside out. When you change, when your heart aligns with God, the atmosphere around you automatically changes in response. You don't need to look for a new environment. You create one. Imagine entering a room and instantly the energy of the place transforms. People feel more hopeful, conversations become more constructive, ideas flow with greater clarity. This is the power of your new atmosphere. It's contagious, it's transformative, it's irresistible. This atmosphere of prosperity isn't something you achieve through techniques or strategies. It naturally emanates from your spiritual alignment. It's like a divine perfume that you carry, that spreads wherever you go, transforming environments, elevating conversations, inspiring hearts. Even places that previously seemed hostile to you will begin to open up. Environments that previously represented blockage and resistance will now become receptive and favorable. The atmosphere of rejection will be replaced by an atmosphere of acceptance. The atmosphere of scarcity will give way to an atmosphere of abundance. Have you ever entered an environment and instantly felt something was wrong? Or conversely, have you ever entered a place and been immediately enveloped by a sensation of peace and well-being? That's atmosphere. It's tangible. It's real. And from now on, the atmosphere you carry will be so transformative that it will instantly change any environment you occupy. This change in atmosphere will affect even your material circumstances. Resources will begin to flow in your direction. Financial opportunities will arise from unexpected places. Doors of prosperity will open without you needing to force them. Abundance will manifest not as an occasional event, but as your new natural state. Observe how, in the coming days, people will react differently to your presence. Some won't even know how to explain why they feel more hopeful near you. Others won't understand why they feel urgency in sharing opportunities with you. It's your new atmosphere acting, attracting divine favor through human channels. This atmospheric transformation will also be reflected in your thoughts. Innovative ideas will arise with increasing frequency. Creative solutions to old problems will appear when you least expect. Deep insights will illuminate issues that previously seemed confusing. Your brain will operate at a higher frequency, capturing divine inspirations that previously went unnoticed. Your communication will also change. The words that come from your mouth will carry an authority that will surprise even you. When you speak, people will listen with renewed attention. Your suggestions will be implemented. Your advice will be valued. Your voice will find receptivity where before there was resistance. This new atmosphere will also naturally repel what isn't aligned with your divine purpose. Toxic people will gradually move away from your life. Opportunities that seemed attractive but didn't serve your growth will be naturally filtered out. Situations that drain your energy will simply stop arising in your path. On the other hand, everything that's in harmony with your purpose will be magnetically attracted. The right doors will open at the right time. The right people will appear precisely when you need them. Circumstances will align in ways that will seem miraculous, but are simply the reflection of your new atmosphere in action. Your atmosphere is changing at this exact moment. As you absorb these words, a transformation is already occurring. The air around you is becoming lighter. Possibilities are expanding. Limitations are dissolving. A new reality is forming, a reality of abundance, prosperity, and divine fulfillment. This is the most powerful moment of revelation. Abundance has already begun to flow in your life. It's not something that will happen in the distant future. It's not a promise for tomorrow. It's a reality that's manifesting now, at this exact instant. The celestial portals have been opened and the divine flow has been restored. Everything begins to move in your direction. But here's the vital key that few understand. Now that the flow is open, you cannot leave the divine route. The established connection needs to be maintained. The achieved alignment needs to be preserved. This is the secret to transforming a moment of blessing into a lifestyle of continuous abundance. Many experience flashes of prosperity, only to return to scarcity weeks later. Do you know why? Because they allowed misalignment to set in again. They let old thought patterns return. They permitted ancient limiting beliefs to occupy space again. They abandoned, even if unconsciously, the posture of alignment that had opened the floodgates of abundance. The divine flow is open now. You can feel it. It's that sensation of lightness, of possibility, of positive expectation that's growing inside you. It's that inner certainty that something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. This is not the time to turn back. It's the time to advance more deeply into alignment. The more aligned you are, the more you'll receive. This is an immutable spiritual principle. There's no limit to what can flow in your direction when you maintain perfect alignment. Abundance in all areas, health, relationships, finances, purpose, inner peace, will increase exponentially as you deepen your divine connection. Imagine a powerful river. When you're out of alignment, it's like trying to collect water from that river with a small cup. You get something, but it's limited. However, when you're perfectly aligned, it's like having built a system of channels and aqueducts that direct the entire flow to your life. The difference is astronomical. What does it mean to stay aligned? It means keeping your thoughts in harmony with divine truth, not with external appearances. It means sustaining a state of gratitude even before seeing the complete manifestation of your blessings. It means acting from a place of abundance, not scarcity, even when circumstances don't yet fully reflect that reality. Many leave alignment at the exact moment they most need to remain connected. When the first signs of change appear, they relax their spiritual vigilance. When the first fruits of abundance manifest, they decrease their intensity of connection. This is the most critical moment. When the flow begins, you need to intensify your alignment, not reduce it. The abundance flowing to you now is just the beginning. It's like the first drops that announce a torrential rain. If you maintain alignment, what comes next will be so impressive that it will leave even the most skeptical speechless. It will be an undeniable demonstration of the power of divine alignment. Some signs are already appearing in your life. Small synchronicities, inexplicable coincidences, doors that open effortlessly, people who appear at the exact moment you need them. These aren't random occurrences. They're confirmations that the divine flow is active in your life. They're tangible evidence that abundance has already begun to manifest. But these initial signs are just a glimpse of what's to come. If you maintain alignment, you'll see miracles that defy any logical explanation. You'll see resources emerging from unexpected sources. You'll see opportunities that exceed your most audacious dreams. You'll see relationships that bring growth and joy beyond what you believed possible. The secret to maintaining the flow is simple: constant spiritual vigilance. Don't allow thoughts of doubt, fear, or scarcity to set in again. Don't give space to negativity, anxiety, or worry. These are the forces that interrupt the divine flow. They're the blockages that obstruct the channel of abundance. Instead, nurture thoughts of gratitude, positive expectation, and spiritual certainty. Keep your focus on infinite possibilities, not on apparent limitations. Cultivate an abundance mindset in every moment, in every decision, in every interaction. This is the posture that keeps the channel open and the flow active. The language you use is crucial at this moment. Speak from the position of one who has already received, not of one who still waits to receive. Declare the reality you wish to see, not the temporary reality your physical eyes may perceive. Your words have creative power when they're aligned with divine truth. Your actions must also reflect your alignment. Act with the confidence of someone who knows that divine provision is guaranteed. Move with the certainty that each step is guided by a superior intelligence. Make decisions based not on the fear of scarcity, but on the certainty of abundance. Staying aligned also means maintaining constant communion with the divine. Don't let the hustle of daily life interrupt your spiritual connection. Reserve regular moments to renew your alignment, to reaffirm your attunement with the infinite source of all blessings. The abundance flowing to you now knows no limits. There's no ceiling, no borders, no restrictions. The only limiting factor is your own level of alignment. The more connected you remain, the more the flow will expand, bringing blessings that exceed everything you've ever dreamed possible. Visualize this moment as the beginning of a new era in your life. The starting point of a journey of unlimited abundance. Everything that came before, the struggles, the challenges, the moments of scarcity, served only as preparation for this moment. Now, with alignment established and flow restored, a new reality unfolds before you. Abundance is already flowing. It's not a distant promise, it's a present reality. Every cell in your body can feel the change. Every fiber of your being recognizes the transformation. This is the moment you've waited for, prayed for, prepared for. Stay aligned, keep the channel open, sustain the divine connection. The flow that began as a trickle will transform into a powerful river, then into a flood of blessings that will overflow in every area of your life. And all this depends on just one thing, your unwavering commitment to remain in perfect alignment with the infinite source. Abundance is already flowing. Now it's up to you. Stay aligned and witness the impossible become your new reality. Chosen one, we've reached the end of this powerful revelation. But in truth, this isn't an end. It's just the beginning of your new journey of unlimited abundance. The message you received today wasn't by chance. It was a divine call, specially prepared for this moment in your life. The spiritual alignment happening now within you has already begun to transform your reality. The celestial floodgates have been opened and the divine flow is restored. Abundance is already manifesting in every area of your life. You just need to recognize the signs and remain connected to this powerful source. Always remember, it's not about human effort, it's about divine connection. When your heart is perfectly tuned to God, miracles flow naturally, doors open spontaneously, the right people cross your path at the exact moment, and resources appear even when they seem impossible. This message reached you because you're ready to break with the limitations of the past, ready to abandon the scarcity mindset, ready to enter a new level of prosperity and fulfillment. Now, everything depends on you maintaining this sacred alignment that was established today. If this message touched your heart, if these words resonated in your spirit, don't let them be lost. Take a moment now to click the like button and subscribe to the channel, so we can continue sharing these divine revelations with you and with thousands of other chosen ones around the world. Abundance is already flowing. Alignment is already established. The impossible has already begun to manifest. Stay connected, keep your heart tuned to the divine, and prepare to witness miracles that defy any logical explanation. This is your time. This is your hour. This is your transformation. Receive it with gratitude and allow it to flow without restrictions to every area of your life.